Let's review the right to travel against the privilege to drive. Right to travel. Right to travel is an inalienable right that every natural living person has. Inalienable rights are not subject to alienation. The characteristic of those things which cannot be bought, sold, or transferred from one person to another. That's from the Black's Law Dictionary. Everybody clear on what alienable rights are, unalienable rights. That means that it can't be taken from you. That means that you can't say, all right, here, I give it up. It's your birthright. Everybody clear on that? Yeah. All right. Travel. Make the journey typical of some length or abroad. That's from Google. Because I know everybody here don't have Black's Law dictionaries. So I know if I say go look something up, the first thing y'all gonna do is go run to Google. As opposed to going to Google and pulling up a law dictionary and then looking it up. That's why I put the definition from Google and I put the definition from the Black's Law. From Black's Law, to go from one place to another at a distance. To journey, spoken on voluntary chance of place. Now, each one of y'all, including myself, we all traveled from wherever we were to this place this moment. If you say you drove, as opposed to traveling, then you should have been paid for driving over. You follow me? Am I losing anybody? See, what we're doing is we're comparing driving against traveling. You travel there. So if right now we all get up and we leave and we all walk together out the door and up the street to get something to eat, then we travel. We didn't drive, we walked, or we traveled. So it doesn't matter the mode, whether you're on foot, whether you're on a pedal bike, whether you're in a conveyance, a car, or however, you're traveling. Traveler, a person who is traveling or often traveling, that's the Google definition. Black's Law, one who passes from place to place, whether for pleasure, business, or otherwise. We just talking about. Wherever you go, you just travel. You're not driving. You got to understand, we talk about this all the time, wordplay. Because, you know, eventually, you're going to get stopped. Right? And if you're going to stand on your square, you're going to stand on principles. You need to know this type of stuff. You need to know that they're going to say stuff to try to drag you back out of where you are. Out of constitutional form of government back into their jurisdiction. So as soon as you say, yeah, I drove, then they got you. No, I'm traveling. What is a privilege? Special right, advantage, or immunity granted or available only to a particular person or group of people. And that's from Google. From Black's Law, for addition, particular or peculiar benefit or advantage enjoyed by a person, company, or a class beyond the common advantages of other citizens. So they tell you got the privilege to drive. That's what your driver's license is, your identification that gives you the privilege to drive. How many of y'all got the right to drive? Raise your hands. Now, I seen a couple hands go back down. I seen a couple hands go back and go back down. Now, you have the right to drive. In the case as is myself, my brother sitting over here, we have commercial vehicles. And we have the right to engage in commerce, so we have the right to drive. I said that to trick y'all, because I wanted to see who was going to raise their hands talking about their driver's license in their cars. So I'll clear it up. People who have commercial vehicles, who drive tractor trailers, myself, Brother Rockin and James, where they is back there, we have commercial vehicles. And yes, we do have the right to drive. But as for y'all, y'all don't have the right to drive. You don't need the right to drive. You got the right to travel. Unless you feel like, all right, then I need to make some extra fiat or some extra finance, and you're going to use your personal vehicle. All right, then you become a driver. Limousine driver, bus driver, however, they all say driver. They're all occupation. All right? What is a driver? A person who drives a vehicle. That's what Google tells us. Y'all see the difference in what you get from Google and what you get from the Black's Law? Filter. If you want to look something up, cool. Go to Google, type in law dictionary. Even if a lot of times you'll get one from Cornell University, I think it is. Go to the law dictionary and look some of this stuff up. It's good to look up this definition because you need to know that too. One employed in conducting or operating a coach, carriage, wagon, or other vehicle with horses, mules, or other animals, or a bicycle, tricycle, or motor car, though not a streetcar. A person actually doing driving, whether employed by an owner to drive or driving his own vehicle. It's a case law at the bottom for y'all to go check it out. Wallace versus Woods, 340 MO, period, 452,102, S.W.2D, 91,97. Write it down and read it. All of these case laws out here, be your friend. Read them and understand them. Let's read Title 49, USC. Subtitle 6, Part B, Chapter 313. Actually, I need you to pull that up on here. Anybody, somebody who has a smartphone, pull that up for me, please. Title 49, USC. Just pull it up from there, and I'll navigate it from there. But that title, that USC title is talking about transportation. It's talking about the driver's license. It's talking about the commercial driver's license. Don't say nothing of it now. It's talking about transportation, but it don't say nothing about the regular license. It's commerce. Somebody get that for me. Pull it back up in case y'all forgot what it is. Title 49. I'll navigate the rest. I just want y'all to be clear on what driving is and what traveling is.
Being pulled over by the sheriff, the Sharif, right now, for no apparent reason. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Excellent.
I didn't mean to startle you like that, but I had to get your attention.
What happened?
Turn your lights on real quick. I want to verify something. You can go and start the vehicle.
Oh, start it?
Yeah, just start your vehicle and go and turn your lights on. I got to verify something real quick.
Okay.
Go ahead and turn them on.
Turn 'em. Oh, I know why you stopped me now.
Yeah.
Because this part wasn't on, but the lights automatically come on in the front.
Yeah, you didn't have any lights in the back. That's fine, no problem.
Okay, I really appreciate it.
Is this your vehicle or is it a rental?
It's a rental. Yes,
okay,
sir.
Let me just get your license real quick. I'll only take a second.
Okay, well, I don't have a license because I'm just traveling.
Okay, you don't have.
Nah,
okay.
I'm just traveling. I just have a traveling card.
Does it have your name and date of birth on there?
Absolutely. Okay. Let me get it for you.
You live nearby?
Yes.
Okay.
I live in Riverview. Travel card. Right.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, just give me a minute.
Okay, thank you.
All right, sir.
All right, thanks.
I'm gonna let you slide on that. The light. You're supposed to have your license with you. You know that, but
Okay.
we'll let you go. Okay.
Okay.
As long as your lights are working good. All right.
All right, thanks, buddy. Have a good one.
Again, y'all forgive me for not having Title 49 ready. Under 49 USC 31301, an employee means an operator of a commercial vehicle, including an independent contractor when operating a commercial motor vehicle who is employed by an employer. Now, if you just read that, you would think an employer probably would be whoever you work for, meaning McDonald's or somebody like that, if you was going to do deliveries or something like that. An employer means a person, including the United States government, a state or political subdivision of a state, that owns or leases a commercial motor vehicle or assigns employees to operate a commercial motor vehicle. This is all about driving, y'all. It's not about traveling. This is about driving. As I said, when you get in your own personal conveyance and leave here, you're traveling. You're not driving. You gotta understand that driving is commercial. It's all commerce. I'm a driver. My man's a driver. He's a driver. If you're not getting paid for it, excuse me, you ain't getting paid. If you're not getting financed for it, then you're not a driver. A license, a permit from an authority to own or use something, do a particular thing or carry on a trade, that's removed. A license from the Black's Law 4th edition, a certificate or the document itself which gives permission. You only get permission from an authority. Those definitions don't really say much different. You only get permission from an authority. Now, for the sister back there who lost a child, if you had gotten a birth certificate, then the corporate state would have then been the authority over that child, not you. Because of that birth certificate, because of those driver's licenses, because of the marriage licenses, they are the authority. And that's why you have to get permission from them to do these things, to fish, to hunt, to travel. And some people don't drive. All right? All goes back to status.
Period. The fact that he can't read is what aggravates me.
Sir, it's not that whether your plate is a loyal or
The
not.
first thing he did was took my plate off, which was outside of law. I'm not in his jurisdiction. He should know that.
You are in the city of Milwaukee, sir.
Look, jurisdiction is right word. I'm a Moorish national. I'm not a Christian. I'm not in his jurisdiction.
Your religious beliefs has no difference here.
See, there you go. You think this is a religion, and it's not.
Well, whatever your beliefs are, sir, regardless when you're on the city streets of
I just
Milwaukee,
need his
when you're
information.
driving around in a car that's been stolen, that's our job right now. Is we're
I'm
out
not
here
driving.
stopping,
That's the point.
traveling. Either way, the car is on and you're moving. Okay.
Okay.
Our job right now is to stop these cars and make sure that they're not stolen. Because this is the #1 stolen
and
car
it's
in the
not
city of
stolen.
Milwaukee.
I get
Right,
that.
which we figured out. Once we figured that out, you're on your way, right? That's how it worked out, right? Correct, sir?
Okay.
Okay. See, that's exactly what we do. We want to make sure that your car is not stolen. If you don't have a club for your car, I highly suggest getting one. Because this car will be stolen in the city if you park in the city. Obviously, you don't live in this city because you said you're traveling, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so you probably won't have that issue here, but if you ever stop or park anywhere in the city, you're going to have to be careful because this car is the #1 stolen. This is what they're looking for. Okay, I don't want your car to get stolen.
So is that the reason he took my plate off?
Yes, because it's not identifiable. It's not an actual plate. Okay, it's not registered to a state. It's not registered to anything. And when you come through, you have to actually have your car registered.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but you understand where I'm coming from.
You clearly don't understand where I'm coming from.
Well, I understand that you don't believe that you have to follow the rules and
It's
laws.
not about a belief. You're saying law, and I'm speaking law. You're speaking policy, and that's statutes and policies.
I'm speaking statutes.
Right, and I'm
Which are
talking law. There's a
Statutes
difference
are
between
laws.
the two.
Statutes are laws.
No, statutes derive from laws. Law is specific, so must we be.
Statutes are laws.
So must we be. Are we
Break the law,
done?
you
Are
break
we,
the
are we done here?
You're free to go. That's why I gave you your stuff. You have a nice day, sir. Be careful pulling out in the traffic.
No, the first thing they do, the routine they do, do you have any driver's license? I told them no. I said I'm not driving, I'm traveling. And I said that's my right, that's a right given for me to do. So he was like, well, what statute is that? So I was having a nice night. I didn't want to get in all to that, so I just gave him my right to travel card. He looked at that, so he wanted to pursue more and asked for another identification. So that's why I gave him my national identification. He went back to the car. So we sat there for about a minute or two and stuff. I see they had another paddy wagon come pull up and stuff like that. So after that, they came back up to the car. And all they could tell me is, sorry for the inconvenience, sir. You have a nice day. Have a nice evening. So before he could even get back in the car, I just took my identification card and pulled off on both of them just to let them know that we here. So it's just things like that to ensure to you that whatever teachers you teaching on, it got anything to do about Moorish Science Temple of America, that it is true, it is facts. This is not fiction, and it's not a game. And it is real. You gotta understand your right and your place and who you are in this world.
They stop people and claim to be officers. They're not only robbing them, they're imposters.
Yeah. Y'all blame on it. That's what they're doing. They robbing you. They robbing you. I don't know if any of y'all ever been stopped by a policy enforcer and they actually drew their weapon. That's a sticker. Give me your driver's license. me and registration. That's a sticker.